Hey there everyone, Paradise Gamer 13 here doing another episode of my Pokemon 3D series. So as you can see, I was about to say what route I'm in, but I don't actually remember. It's right outside, the one outside of Union Cave and between Union Cave and Violet City. So whichever route that happens to be, I don't really remember. Oh, I thought this guy automatically talks to you, but maybe not. Oh, I guess he didn't give you, well maybe that makes sense. Because I was going to say, in the regular games, he usually gives you, I think it's a Miracle Seed. I probably could have used a little bit of training. I don't think I'm too bad off, though. So, but whatever. I don't really need the Miracle Seed. Well, I guess it would have been nice for my Bellsprout, but it's not like it was really that necessary. Oh, man, this looks cool. This is a little different scenery, finally, other than wherever I've been previously. I can't even think what the other places really looked like. The gym looked pretty cool, I guess. You know what? I am going to try to catch this Mareep because I could use an electric type. That'd be pretty useful. I generally actually tend to use Mareep. Well, I eventually evolve it into an Ampharos, but I tend to use it quite often whenever I play through Gold, Silver, Crystal, Hard Gold, Soul Silver, whatever game I happen to be playing. It's pretty useful. Well, it's pretty useful in general, I guess. It has definitely some pretty good special attack and stuff, not to mention a pretty wide array of moves. I mean, it can learn, well, I guess it can learn Hidden Power, which, I mean, every Pokemon can learn that, and subsequently can learn pretty much any move, any type, excuse me, in the, why is this not registering my cap? There we go. Any type in the game, but specifically it can learn, I forget what the name of the move is. It's like Power Gem or something like that, which is a rock type move. Signal Beam, which is a bug type move. Obviously electric type moves. What else can it learn? Let's see here. I mean, that's three pretty solid moves, you know. Signal Beam, Power Gem, and Thunderbolt or Thunder or whatever floats your boat. So, and then I mean, I guess you could round it out with like Rain Dance or something. I don't know. I've never actually used Rain Dance with an Ampharos though, so I usually just go with Thunderbolt or Charge Beam sometimes. That, you know, that's kind of, I like Charge Beam just well on a Pokemon with that has a mainly special attacking moveset and nothing else, no support moves or anything like that, but I mean, obviously it doesn't have the greatest attacking stat, and the Charge Beam doesn't have the best base power, I guess is what I meant to say, in the world, but, you know, I still think it's a pretty interesting move, I guess. Well, I don't have Cut, so I guess I can't go back that way for now. I'll just go over here, or actually I'm going to go the other way first, because I think there's a trainer I can fight over here, so why not? Yep. And I don't actually remember what Pokemon she has. I do remember though that in the regular games she asks for your number afterwards, like one of the mini trainers that you can have their phone number for or whatever on your whatever it's called, Pokegear or something like that. But since it's not been implemented into this game, I haven't been able to get any phone numbers so far. So. Oh, hey, by the way, flinching just got put in I think the most recent update, maybe? So that's really nice. Obviously, that's one of the reasons why I used Bite in the last video. Of course, I didn't realize that flinching was not in whatever the update I played through last time, so that was a bit of a problem, I guess, but not too big of a deal. Anyways, back to what I was saying about the Pokegear. That's just kind of one of the many things that is not in this game. At least at the current time that I'm playing this. But, ooh, looks like something in the grass. Yep, a potion. I don't really know how much it's worth getting in there, but whatever. I'll go ahead and grab it. I like how I just seem to be finding all these Rattatas, even though I looked around for one like in the first video forever, and I couldn't find it. Oh, I was about to turn around and leave. Not yet, though. Now I can turn back around. I have to say though, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this, and well, I guess this would be the 4th straight video, But I'm just extremely impressed with this game. I guess I should probably think of something a little bit more interesting to say instead of just repeating that same line over and over again. But, I mean, you know, I mean, if you've played it for yourself, I know I keep including the link to the to where you can download it down in the description, but it's definitely something you should experience for yourself if you have a computer where that can you know, you can play that can handle it or whatever. So it's definitely something worth checking out, in my opinion at least. Especially if you're a fan of the original games. Definitely an interesting new perspective. Like I said, I just recently played through Heart Gold, I believe, not too long ago, like within the past year, I would think. But you know, I saw this and I was like, well, you know, even though I just played through that game, I gotta go ahead and jump right into this. So might as well get my Mareep a little training against these Magikarp. Of course, like I mentioned, it's certainly not perfect. Oh man, I didn't realize it was a level 15. Granted, oh my, that's not doing anything. Yeah, that is pathetic. Wow. Okay, one of my Pokemon got killed by a Magikarp. That's sad. I didn't think about it. Why didn't I just use Bellsprout? I completely forgot that I had a Grass type. Now I feel dumb. One of my Pokemon got beat by a Magikarp, and I didn't even think about putting in this Bellsprout, which obviously is super effective against it. And my Bellsprout is, I think, my second strongest now. I'm not gonna make that mistake again. I'm just gonna leave in Bellsprout. Of course, level 5. Game's just, I don't know. I didn't see that coming at all, I guess. I didn't pay attention to what level the first one was. Oh, okay, there's another one? I guess I thought there was only 3, although clearly it says there's 4 up there. And of course it's at level 5 as well, so... Of course, the one Magikarp that I try to switch out on to get Mareep a little bit of experience turns out to be a level 15 one, and wipes me out in one hit. So, of course, my tackle wasn't doing anything against it, so that's just sad. It was a surprisingly well, even Vine Whip, I mean, it 2-hit KO'd it. I mean, granted, I guess I was below it in levels, but still. I wouldn't have thought it would have made that much of a difference. I mean, Magikarp has horrendously bad stats. I'm pretty sure it's like right in that lower tier, like the top 10 worst stats out of any Pokemon, like right there with like Weedle and Caterpie and like all the worm base evolution Pokemon. And I forget who else has horrible stats. I feel like Feebas might be on there, but I'm not, because Feebas is actually, I say this very hesitantly, but Feebas, compared to Magikarp, I guess I should say, is not that bad, because he can actually learn moves and stuff, for instance. You can learn, like, Waterfall, and mostly, like, HM moves, I guess. He might be able to learn Surf. I'm not 100% positive on that. I'm pretty certain that he can learn Dive and Waterfall. So I would think it would make sense that he can learn Surf. I'm trying to think of what else he can learn here. Those are, like, the 2 big ones I think that really seem to... What? Bellsprout learned... What? That can't be right. I swear, I've never... I don't know, maybe it does, but I never knew that Bellsprout could learn Tackle. That's really bizarre. How funny would that be, though, if he, like, messed up... I mean, it's not funny, I guess, to see someone mess up or whatever, but, you know... But it'd be funny if, like, he accidentally gave some Pokemon, like, weird moves. You know, like, I've been complaining about the fact that my Totodile doesn't have a Water-type move. But, certainly would be funny if I got, like, a Fire-type move or something like that on accident. Like, Totodile learns Ember. That probably won't happen. He's been, like I said, he's been pretty good about things so far, so... maybe it really does learn Tackle. I've no clue. But, I've never seen... Whoa, that's weird. It didn't do the little stat drop thing like it normally does. The little red cloud or whatever. Whenever your stat gets lowered. Wonder why. I've never like noticed if any other Pokemon have done any stat boosting or lowering moves against me so far yet, but I would have thought that would have kind of stood out. So I don't know. That's unusual. Actually, in all honesty, in terms of fighting my rival, it probably would have made sense to start it out with a fire with what's his name, the fire type. I'm drawing a blank right now. I keep, for whatever reason, whenever I'm talking about Gen 2 starters, I always want to call the fire type the Torchic, even though I know that that is Gen 3. Oh, Cyndaquil. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. But I should have probably gone with him, because then he would have chosen Totodile, and I could have easily been taken care of with my... oh man, I should have kept Bellsprout out. That would have probably one-hit KO'd that Wooper. Oh well. But anyways, my Bellsprout could have easily taken care of my rival's Totodile had I gone down that, gone with that choice of Cyndaquil. But like I said before, I really like water types, so I felt pretty drawn. Totodile, well, I guess more specifically, Feraligatr is one of my favorite water types. Period, I think. So I guess I haven't fought that guy yet. He could probably use a battle if I can get over there without running into too many wild Pokemon. I do have plenty of repels though, I guess, to get me through Union Cave. Or, well, I don't know about plenty, but I do have some. I came prepared. Surprise attack him. Come up from behind. It'd be cool if you get like a preemptive strike. By sneaking. Well, I guess that really. I don't really know how that'd work out. I mean, since it's turn-based anyway, so I don't know. Maybe like get an automatic critical hit or something. That'd be interesting. Hey, speaking of critical hits, that was pretty convenient. I'm trying to think what level Totodile evolves, because I know. Well, I shouldn't say I know, because I haven't seen any Pokemon evolve so far, but I'm fairly certain that he has implemented evolution into the game. So I would think that my Totodile should evolve whenever it gets to whatever level it's supposed to get, which may or may not be 16 or 17 or 18 or something. Because I think it's either Gen 1 or Gen 2 where like all the Pokemon are offset by their first stage evolutions are offset by like 2 levels. It's like one, like I said, I don't remember which one's which, but one of them evolves into their second form at like level 14, one evolves at 16, and one evolves at 18, I think. That sounds right. Again, though, I'm not certain though. That might be the first generation as opposed to the second generation. Just picked up a Great Ball though. That's nice. Great Balls are always good. I could probably use one. I'm not that. I mean, I am pretty low on. Oh, you don't even get to buy a Slowpoke tail? There's a lot of things. Whoa. Oh, okay. Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, why didn't that guy ask me if I wanted it? I thought kids these days were loaded. Okay, never mind. I guess he did ask me and stuff after all. I was kind of wondering why he didn't ask me that, but... Ooh, I think that's the Old Rod guy. I'm curious to see if I can at least get an Old Rod. I've never seen anything, like any thing on the updates about fishing, so... I don't know. I'm very curious to see that. And it was, I noticed that the beginning of the game was pretty complete, for the most part. But I'm beginning to realize that there's a lot of holes here and there. Nope, no rod. Okay, I didn't think so. I didn't get my hopes up, but you know, it would have been nice to see, I guess. I don't really have anything that could take on a. Well, I have Mareep, but Mareep only has Thunder Wave, and that's not obviously an attacking move. So if I had like, I feel like the next move he learns is probably a Spark. Of course, then I have to take the gamble of is the move Spark even been implemented into this game? I know he said, I think on the last update, even a few more moves were put in, but you know, considering the fact that, like I said, what I would have thought to be a really obvious one in like the starters elemental moves. Well, I don't know, maybe like Ember and I don't know, what does Chikorita learn first? Vine Whip, I guess. Maybe those two were put in, and for whatever reason, Water Gun was not. But I'm kind of angry that I never got Water Gun. So now I'm gonna have to wait till I don't even know what to get a water type move. Unless I can find some way to teach it like a TM or something, but I don't really know. Well, you know what? I don't think I got a TM for fighting the gym there. I think I got the HM obviously, but I don't believe I got a TM. I think it should have been Mud Slap. So I don't really know what that's about. Well, it's not that big of a deal. Union Cave. So here I am. I've never actually been in here. I came over to this point. Might have been my first video or something, but I don't remember exactly. I am going to switch officially this time though. Back to Cool Roots, my Bellsprout. And actually, I am going to use the Repel. I kind of almost, for some odd reason, kind of want to catch a Sandshrew. If I can find one at least. But it's not a big enough of a deal for me to, like, not use a Repel. I could always come back here off camera or whatever. And look for one, kind of train one and stuff. I don't think there's any, well, you know, I could train in Ilex 4 since that's supposedly complete now. I don't remember how far my game was updated in my last video, so I don't know. Oh, wow, you know what? I didn't realize that there's actually like a noticeable size difference. That's an interesting little characteristic. Because I guess conveniently I've been fighting all Pokemon that are pretty much the same size as me up until this point. Obviously, though, that Onix is a I mean, is it really like, you know, proportionately that? I mean, it's not really that. Doesn't appear to be that much bigger than my lowly little tiny Bellsprout, but at the same time, it's definitely a lot bigger in appearance, I guess. Well, I should say, even though in all actuality, it probably would barely even fit in the parameters of this cave, which is like 4 or 5 blocks high. I mean, I feel like my head probably almost touches. Well, not quite. It's about halfway up almost. But I should probably, surprisingly, I should probably use a potion. Rock Throw was hurting me quite a bit. Do I have a potion? Yes, I do. I was gonna say, forgot it was in a different pocket though. At least he has the whole bag system figured out though. That worked. That's nice. Which way do I go from here? I think this way. Everything is just so disorienting in 3D. Like I'm used to having that overhead, the top-down perspective, you know. So it's like looking at it this way, where like all the rocks and stuff are like in front of me. I don't know, it just looks weird. Like Sprout Tower, I know threw me off in the last video quite a bit. You know, I didn't really get lost per se, but I definitely got turned around a little. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, it's a different perspective. Speaking of which, oh, you know what? I forgot I had been talking about X and Y in my last video. I'm really excited about that, about those games. I don't really know how much of a difference there's going to be yet, but between the two, you know, I know Black and White certainly was like the big innovator in terms of the differences between the two games. With Black City and White Forest. But I'm anxious to see, you know, if they kind of continue trying to develop that whole kind of system, I guess, with further dividing the two games. Because obviously, you know, what they try to do with that is they try to get people to buy both of them. Basically, both what was initially the same game, more or less, with the exception of different Pokemon. I mean, I know you could like hook up or trade, you know, with a different person. Especially, you know, in today's age where everything you can basically do over Wi-Fi, but you know, or still, you know, locally with someone else. But the point is, obviously, trading is a lot easier. So, you know, what's the point of getting? You know, I bet that's actually now that I think about it, as I'm talking about this, I bet that's what spurred them on, basically, into trying to further those differences between the two games, is because I bet they thought, you know, oh, you know, now that we have, people can just trade over Wi-Fi, you know, with anyone in the world, really. You know, different countries and everything. We need some other kind of gimmick to try to sell both copies of the same game to the same person, basically. Obviously, I think Black and White was pretty successful with that. I'm trying to think. Diamond and Pearl, I don't think had anything in particular that like really stood out. I mean, other than the legendaries. So I'm pretty sure Black and White was like the first one to really kind of separate the two. Obviously, that's not like the only difference. There is different Pokemon still, which obviously is kind of nice. Like I said, I know you can. It's a lot easier now to trade and get all those other Pokemon that you miss out on by not having the other game. But it's still kind of a neat little thing to be like, oh, I should get this version first because this has this cool looking Pokemon. Like, well, personally, I got White first because of oh, the guy's just chilling up there. Okay. I got White first because I really wanted what's his name, Zekrom. I mean, not that I didn't want Reshiram, but I mean, I'm not the biggest fire type fan necessarily, I guess. Not that I'm a big electric type fan either, but I don't know, I guess I just thought Zekrom looked, well, really though, I don't know. I guess Zekrom doesn't look that much cooler than Reshiram, but it's a matter of opinion, I suppose. But now that I think about it, Reshiram does look pretty cool, I guess. I don't know, tough choice. At the time though, like I was like immediately, kind of like how I'm now. I think I mentioned in the last video that I'm probably gonna get Pokemon Y first. Because Yveltal, or however you say his name, looks a little bit more, looks a little cooler in my opinion than Xerneas. But, I'll definitely, assuming that there is some kind of distinctive difference in X and Y, I'm certainly probably going to get both of them. Before I do that, though, I should probably get a 3DS. I surprisingly still don't have one yet. And I'm probably just gonna wait until, well, I don't know. I was actually thinking about buying one over the holidays, I guess, really, as a bit of a Christmas present to myself. But, obviously, I was like, well, I don't know. And then I kind of went back and forth. I ended up buying a Roar failed? Huh. I wonder if, I guess he hasn't implemented Roar type tactics into this game or whatever. The switching out thing. That worked out conveniently enough because if had anyone else gotten switched in, probably wouldn't have gone over so well. Especially had it been my like my Mareep or something, or my Hoppip. Hoppip would have been the worst. I don't even know if he has any attack. Actually, I think he has tackle, but still. Get some more apricorns. Well, yeah, Kurt is in this next town. Or, well, not this next town. I mean, Azalea is, like, right there, so... I mean, that town, I guess I should say. I repel wore off just in time. What do you know? Anyways, though, back to what I was saying about X and Y and stuff. I'm obviously not pretty excited. Very excited for those two games to come out. I'm pretty curious to see what they do about the sequel, really. Obviously, I'm guessing they kind of went with Black 2 and White 2 along the same lines of why they made bigger differences between Black and White, because they obviously wanted, I guess you could say, more of a difference than just having like a third game come out that basically adds on the Battle Frontier. That's pretty much all that's good for. Wow, that's actually a bad choice to switch into Dunsparce. I forgot he's a normal type. I have no idea what I was thinking. I was like, oh, Dunsparce is tough. You can take physical attacks on him. Although I find it weird that he appears to be bigger than Machop. And yet he just got destroyed. Holy cow, critical. Well, I guess it was a critical hit, but still. Oh my god. I did not see that coming at all. That Machop is jacked. Oh, can't use Bite either. God, I keep making like the dumbest decisions. Oh, what is it with this, with Scratch doing absolutely nothing? Okay, there we go. It actually did something that time. Of course, I'm about to get destroyed by whatever move he happens to use next. Like, no, I killed him. Okay. Wasn't sure if that would take care of him or not, though. Hey, I'm actually about to be at level... Well, I'm not about to be at level 18, but the next level I get to will be 18, so I guess I'll find out if Totodile will evolve or not. Whoa. He's a man of many words. Is there something? No, I thought there was like another apricorn tree or something behind him, but I guess not. You know, Azalea Town has some pretty... Oh my god, the well looks amazing. Holy cow. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is awesome. I just can't get over how awesome that looks. I'm just kind of staring at it for a while. Oh, that's cool. I never really thought about what the well would look like in 3D, but now I know. That is certainly very, very interesting. Well, I don't really want to go to the Mart. I want to go to the Pokemon Center. There it is. I completely lost track of whatever I happened to be talking about beforehand. I was just so fascinated with what the well looked like. Oh, man. I'm trying to think, what do I do now? Do I go to Kurt's house? I feel like I do. I think I can fight my rival, maybe, but I don't necessarily want to do that yet. I guess I just go talk to Kurt, I guess. We'll see. Well, first I want to get this white apricorn. Oh, hey, look, looks like there's berries over there, too. I forgot there were berries in this game. Or, well, not these. Actually, that's kind of weird. The berries from Gen 3 onward are in this game, even though, this is not exactly like I mean, they would have been in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but they would not have been in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, I don't think. So that's certainly kind of interesting, where, you know, this game certainly takes more from Gold, Silver, Crystal as opposed to Heart Gold and Soul Silver, I think. I don't know, it's obviously a mix of both, but it's very different. Like I said, it's interesting nonetheless. You want me to make some balls? That'll have to wait. Alright. Something about dirty work. Okay. The well. Okay. Go give him a lesson in pain. Old Kurt is on his way. Alright. I still think that looks so weird how you get like spun around like that, but whatever. Yeah. So I guess I was right in having to go to talk to Kurt. I didn't even pay attention can't talk. What my time was. I guess it's I thought I saw something down there for a second. I guess it's almost 30 minutes. I'm going to try to not make this as ridiculously long as my last one was. So I think I will cut it off right here. Seems like a good enough spot anyways. I just, yeah, you know, getting through Union. Was that all I did was get through Union Cave? That's actually kind of sad. Yeah, I guess so. But, yeah, I'll use the well as my next main part. And judging by how long it took me just to do this part, it's probably gonna take me another part to get through the gym and Ilex Forest and stuff. So, and by that time, I would think the next update should be out. So that seems to be timed pretty perfectly, I guess. Alright, though. Anyways, that is it for this part. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed. I hope it was helpful, and thanks again for watching.